Hello everyone, welcome to labdo.com and another interesting video on Scratch. So this is a Scratch platform from MIT where there are lots of blocks regarding motion, looks, sound, events and control, and from where we can develop our own interesting games. So in today's session, to understand the basics of Scratch and the logic and what is sequencing, what are loops, and what are other such functions in any programming, we're going to understand with the basic today. So in today's session, we're going to learn about conversation. So there is going to be a conversation between two different sprites. If I tell you about sprites are the characters in the game or in the development. So those characters will be playing a different role, might be a teacher or a student or a parent or a kid. It depends upon your story. So in today's conversation game, we're going to create a story where a teacher and the student will be having a discussion on how to add, subtract, divide and multiply numbers. Okay, so if we talk about Scratch, so Scratch do have a flexibility of putting backdrops, giving character shapes, designing the costumes and lot more. You won't believe it's an interesting platform. So let's start. So if you see this Scratch, there are a few things we need to understand. There are three different tabs: code, costumes and sounds. First, talk about codes. In code section, you will see many different blocks regarding motion. So motion block will be used if you want to change the coordinate or move from one place to other place. If we talk about looks, so looks will change and change the costume, backdrops. Even if you want to converse with the people or say something to the sprite, then you can use this look block. Coming to the sound block, sound blocks uses sound if you want to integrate in a program. Events, this is the most important block from where any program starts. So we have to start our program from our event blocks where we can start the green flag or press any buttons depending upon our requirement. Another one is the control block, which where we can give conditions, repeated statements we can introduce in the game or in the application. So there are many different control blocks there on the right hand side you can see. Coming back to sensor, sensing means if you want to take input from any of the blocks, like if you want to take input from the sound, the cursor, the keyboard, those input from your side will be introduced in the sensing block. Operator, the most interesting and my favorite block is the operator block, where I can use addition, subtraction, multiplication. I can create a random variable creation. Even I can use greater than, less than operators. Even and, or, and not operator are also can be used in our program. So these every single thing regarding operators, wherever you found sign. So if you see your keyboard, there are a lot different signs, from Clyde to less than and greater than, from comma, from addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. Everything you can find in operator blocks. Here is a variable. If you have a different variable, if you want to create a variable which is having very different values, which keeps on changing, might be the value of light, might be the value of score, you want to create a different UI, then you'll be able to use this variable block. We'll come to this part later because there's a different one. So now let's start with the motion block. So the task today is to develop a conversation between two different characters. So in our case, there is a teacher who is going to ask you few questions and you have to reply it with answers, and then she will be able to teach you a particular thing. So we're going to understand math today. So it is going to be the maths teacher. So what we'll do, we'll delete a slide here, or a sprite here, sorry. So I can just easily delete from here. Can easily choose a sprite depending upon the requirement. So choose a sprite from here. I can easily click in here. So I can choose a sprite. So our sprite can be a teacher. Let's say Abby acts as a teacher here, and then she will be asking you a few questions, and then we can even change the backdrop on the right. You can choose a backdrop from here, or you can make your own backdrop using a paint option here. Let's choose a backdrop. Let's choose a backdrop of a classroom. So this looks like a classroom where a teacher is standing in front of a blackboard and teaching students. What is the first thing we need to do is, first thing, the teacher will greet students. Hello students, my name is Abby. I'm your math teacher. So how to do that? As I told you before, we have to make her say that words, then where we'll go? I told you we have to go to looks. I can go to looks. So before we start, we have to go to events and set. By clicking green flag, our program will start, and the program will just after the program will start, the Abby will say, "Hello everyone, my name is Abby." So I can go to looks. I can drag this block here. I can just easily write down with my keyboard, "Hello students, hello students, hello students. My name is," or you can just write, "I am your maths teacher. I am your maths teacher." Just so if I'm using this 2-second block and if I'm using the simple save block, it means this is gonna appear on the screen just for 2 seconds. But if I'm gonna use a save hello block, whatever you write inside, it is gonna appear forever unless you delete it. So this is the first thing she's gonna ask you first. "Hello student, I'm your maths teacher." So she will just say these words. So there is a difference between say and ask. So if you say these words, it means she is just trying to greet students about herself. Now the next thing is, if you want to ask something, it means you're trying to take input from your fellow mates or students. So let's say I'm clicking on sensing. I can just ask. This is the difference. So if you put ask, then there should be an answer. So she just can ask, "What is today's topic?" Or just she can just let them answer, "What do you want to do?" It's very easy to do. That's this one. Okay. Once I just finish up asking questions, I really need an answer from students. Okay. So who will give the answer? Okay. So teacher or the student will give the answer, right? So what I can do, I can click on forever block. You know why? Every time she will ask the questions, the forever block have to run, because it should not be just a single command. It should be it should run forever. This is why we use forever block. Okay, because whenever she asks, everything is going to happen forever. The answer should be given in the forever block. Remember, because it keeps on repeating itself. Now, if I'll put an if command, if the answer is something like addition. So a student want to do addition today. So there will be an answer which is equals to addition. So I will use an operator that is equals to operator. I can directly drag it here inside, and I can just easily click on sensing and I can click on answer. So answer is equals to what? Like let's say add. Or if you want to just say addition, I can even use operators, but that is a different part. We'll learn it later. Right now, we use just one. Answer equals to add. If there's an answer from a student that is add or addition, then the teacher will ask the first number. So what is the first number? What is your first number? Okay, so if she asks what's the first number, you have to reply a first number or a digit. Okay, then we have to create two different variables, first number and second number, where we can save the number said by students. So let's say variables. I can create my own variable just by saying first number, and I can just create another variable called second number. It's very easy, students. So you just have to follow the few certain rules. So what are variables? Variables are those which keeps on changing depending upon your input. So there's a first number, answer can be anything. It keeps on changing. So the answer given by students can vary from student to student. So that's why we kept two different variables which keeps on changing. So first number. So once the teacher will ask what is the first number, I can easily set the first number to 0, or I can just set the first number to something answered by a student. So instead of 0, I can just say answer. So whatever the answer from the student will be, you can easily get it here. I can duplicate this command because I need to do it for the second code. What is the second number? I can stop this program and I can just write second number. It's very easy. Second number, and again the second number will be answered by a student. So once second number is answered, what is supposed to do the next? The teacher is supposed to give them the answer. So she acts like she's thinking for a while. So I can just say think for a few seconds. She will think for a few seconds as if the question is very tough for her, or she's trying to calculate a right answer. So I can do think for 2 seconds, and then what she can do, she can just say the answer. So she can just say the answer, and the answer I wanted to get printed all the time. So I just want to use the say hello command only. So just she will say hello. No, she won't say hello this time. She will say the answer this time. So what is the answer basically? If the answer is addition, so addition of first number and the second number. So we'll use the operator. We'll use addition. So you will use two different numbers we decided, the first number and the second number. Isn't it easy, students? Let me brief you the session. Initially we tried clicking the green flag. When the green flag is clicked, she will ask you or greet you basically. So hello students, I'm a math teacher. And then she will ask you a question. What do you want to do today? So the students will answer that they want to do addition. So she will ask the first number, the student will give the first number. She will ask the second number, the student will be giving the second number. Now then she will think for some time and she will answer the addition of the first and two number. So let's try this program. So I'm gonna maximize it and let's see if it works. Okay, I'm gonna try the green flag on the top. Can you see? Yes, I can click in here. So hello students, I'm a math teacher. What do you want to do? So I really have to answer like add because I have programmed it for this, and I can click enter. So what is the first number? Let's make it easy. 50 is my first number, and again 100 is my second number. So the answer should be 150. Let's see if the math teacher is smart enough to answer the question. She's thinking, and finally she got the answer, that is 150. So isn't it interesting? So what we need to do in other sessions, we just need to change the operator. Let's say I'm going to do a multiplication for you. I'll duplicate the whole if command and just keep it inside the loop. And instead of answer, that is add, we can just do multiply. T-I-P-L-Y. So what we have to do, we have to just change the operators here. That's all. I'm going to change the operator from addition to multiplication, and the multiplication of two different numbers. So she will answer the multiplication of two different numbers as here. Can you see here? Okay, I think I'm almost done with my two different operations, that is addition and multiplication. Even I want to check this one or two, I can maximize this. I can click on the green flag. Hello students, I'm your math teacher. What do you want to do today? I just want to say multiply. So student will reply multiply. She will answer what's the first number. So we basically ask you, and you can just get it to 100. 100 multiplied by 3. So it should be 300. Let's see. She will think it for some time and she will multiply and give you the answer. That is 300. Exactly. So this is how a programming works. So what is the concept behind this? So this is the forever loop we use. So whatever we drag inside the loop, that is going to run in forever. If is a kind of a conditional statement which will check whether the condition is true, that is the answer is add. If I write anything apart from add, it won't follow the instruction. Okay, so I need to follow whatever I have written in the condition. So once the condition is met, this sequence is followed. So this is what is called sequencing. So we have to program things in sequence. So when the green flag class is going to say hello, then she will ask the question, then the conditional statement will be there, which will check the condition and let you do the job. Let you do the operations, that is addition and the multiplication. I hope you understood the session. If you find any doubt regarding the concept, please do comment in my video and let me know if there is other video you need to understand. I will be definitely explaining you about other such concepts in upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.